Acara webinar akan segera dimulai. Kepada teman-teman dimohon untuk tenang dan mengaktifkan kamera serta menonaktifkan mikrofonnya. Daun salam dimakan jerapah, yang jawab salam rezekinya berlimpah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Halo teman-teman semuanya, sebelumnya saya ingin mengucapkan selamat siang kepada yang terhormat Kaprodi kita, Ibu Amalia Beladina Aripa, SPD MCS, selaku Kaprodi Teknik Informatika Institut Teknologi Telkom Purwokerto. Dan selamat siang kepada para narasumber kita, Bapak Andi Prademon Yunus, ST MSc Ing Ph.D, Profesor Lim Cipeng dan Choi Tiong. Juga selamat siang dan selamat datang kepada seluruh peserta webinar yang telah hadir pada siang hari ini. Saya juga mengucapkan terima kasih kepada Anda semua karena telah mengeluangkan waktunya untuk dapat berkumpul di acara webinar pada siang hari ini walaupun hanya via daring. Tidak apa-apa, teknologi dapat mendekatkan kita yang jauh. Pepatah mengatakan, tak kenal maka tak sayang. Perkenalkan, nama saya Siva Kaila Natasya, hadir di sini untuk menemani Anda semua dalam serangkaian webinar dari awal hingga akhir acara nanti. Nah, pada siang hari ini teman-teman semua, kita akan mendengarkan dan menyimak pemaparan dari narasumber hebat kita, dan dua di antaranya adalah narasumber dari Universitas Deakin Australia yang akan memaparkan materi tentang tema webinar kita hari ini, yaitu membuka portal dilema keberadaan AI, berlomba dengan ancaman, menari dalam peluang. Tidak hanya itu, di tengah-tengah acara nanti akan ada sesi tanya-jawab dari peserta webinar kepada narasumber kita. Jadi saya harap teman-teman semua tetap ada sampai akhir acara dan jangan lewatkan kesempatan untuk bertanya langsung dengan narasumber hebat kita. Nanti juga kita akan berbincang-bincang tentang keberadaan AI. Buat kalian semua yang masih bingung, apakah AI secanggih apa sih AI itu? Apakah AI bisa menggantikan manusia? Nah, kalian akan mendapatkan jawabannya pada webinar kita siang hari ini. Jadi tetap duduk tenang dan dengarkan dengan seksama webinar ini ya, teman-teman. Baik, untuk acara selanjutnya adalah menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya, Mars Telkom dan Mars Institut Teknologi Telkom Purwokerto. Bagi teman-teman diharap untuk duduk siap pada saat menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya.
membangun negeri, mewujudkan segala impian, menggalang kekuatan, menghadapi tantangan, raihlah kemenangan. Teguhkan hati, rajut pikiran, serasikan langkah kita, tanamkanlah di hati, terukir bidana, jayalah Telkom Indonesia. Budayakan bersama langkah baru yang nyata di era kompetisi. Menatap persaingan, pelihara persatuan untuk selama-lamanya. Telkom Indonesia, wujud karya nyata, kebanggaan bangsa. Telkom Indonesia, selalu tetap jaya untuk selamanya. Teguhkan hati, rajut pikiran, serasikan langkah kita, tanamkanlah di hati, terukir bidana, jayalah Telkom Indonesia. Budayakan bersama langkah baru yang nyata di era kompetisi. Menatap persaingan, pelihara persatuan untuk selama-lamanya. Telkom Indonesia, wujud karya nyata, kebanggaan bangsa. Telkom Indonesia, selalu tetap jaya untuk selamanya. Telkom Indonesia, wujud karya nyata, kebanggaan bangsa. Telkom Indonesia, selalu tetap jaya untuk selamanya. Institut Teknologi Telkom Purwokerto, penyelenggara pendidikan teknik, unggul dalam pengembangan sains teknologi dan teknik berbasis telematika, membentuk pribadi yang memiliki keahlian, beriman, bertakwa, berakhlak mulia, serta berkiprah dalam dinamika pembangunan Indonesia tercinta. Mari berdaya untuk negeri, pantang mundur untuk mengabdi. Kembangkan riset teknik terkini, menerapkan manfaat teknologi. teknologi. Peradaban bangsa berdaya saing tinggi, kinerja profesional, jalin kerjasama kualitas nyata, ITB Purwokerto jaya selamanya. Institut Teknologi Telkom Purwokerto, penyelenggara pendidikan teknik, unggul dalam pengembangan sains teknologi dan teknik berbasis telematika, membentuk pribadi yang memiliki keahlian, beriman, bertakwa, berakhlak mulia, serta berkiprah dalam dinamika pembangunan Indonesia tercinta. Mari berdaya untuk negeri, pantang mundur untuk mengabdi, kembangkan riset teknik terkini, menerapkan manfaat teknologi, kembangkan peradaban bangsa berdaya saing tinggi, kinerja profesional, jalin kerjasama kualitas nyata, ITB Purwokerto jaya selamanya.
Baik, sudah kita dengarkan bersama saat tadi kita memutar lagu Indonesia Raya, Mars Telkom dan Mars Institut Teknologi Telkom Purwokerto. Saya juga ingin mengucapkan selamat siang dan selamat datang kepada seluruh peserta dan seluruh finalis yang besok akan mulai berlomba, baik itu untuk INVFEST dan juga untuk ISF, baik akademik maupun non-akademik. Baik, untuk membuka acara pada kesempatan kali ini, kita akan menyimak bersama sambutan yang akan disampaikan oleh Kaprodi kita yang kami hormati, Ibu Amalia Beladina Arifa, SPD MCS. Kami persilahkan. Baik, kepada Ibu Bella kami persilahkan.
Lagi. Nah, oke, sudah terdengar belum suaranya? Sudah terdengar dengan jelas suaranya? Halo, tes. Tes, suaranya sudah terdengar belum ya? Oke, baik. Karena oke, baik, terima kasih. Ya, mohon maaf. Oke, sebelumnya saya buka dulu ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang dan salam sejahtera untuk kita semuanya. Ya, pertama-tama, ya, marilah kita panjatkan puji syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, Tuhan Yang Maha Esa, karena atas limpahan berkah dan karunia-Nya kita dapat berkumpul gitu ya di virtual room dalam rangka webinar. Nah, ini salah satu rangkaian dari kegiatan Dies Natalis Prodi Informatika yang ke-11 di tahun 2023 ini. Saya juga tidak lupa mengucapkan kepada para peserta yang sudah hadir di forum ini. Ini kalau saya lihat ada peserta yang kemungkinan besar adalah finalis begitu ya. Finalis dari kegiatan baik INVFEST maupun ISF yang sudah diselenggarakan oleh panitia Dies Natalis kita. Terima kasih sekali. Ini saya lihat ada dari beberapa universitas di luar ITTP ya, ada dari UIN Salatiga, ada dari UMS itu Universitas Muhammadiyah Surakarta ya, kalau tidak salah, sama dari UNES. Nah, ini yang saya coba identifikasi dari list partisipannya. Terima kasih sekali lagi atas kehadirannya. Nah, seperti tadi yang sudah disampaikan oleh MC, kebetulan saya perwakilan dari program studi teknik informatika. menyambut dengan baik ya kehadiran teman-teman semuanya dalam acara webinar Dies Natalis kali ini, karena kami mencoba untuk menghadirkan narasumber yang sangat luar biasa sekali begitu ya. Nah ini sangat jauh sekali kita mengundangnya begitu. Nah semoga acara webinar ini nanti bisa diikutin dengan maksimal, dengan baik, dan kita sifatnya saling sharing knowledge, terutama kaitannya dengan existence dari AI itu sendiri atau artificial intelligence begitu ya. Nah mungkin sedikit saya spill dulu ya, atau mungkin sudah pada tahu juga gitu, karena nanti narasumber kita dari luar begitu ya, yaitu dari Deakin University. Ini kebetulan adalah kolega dari Mr. Andi Prademon Yunus, yaitu dia itu dosen di prodi kami, prodi Informatika. Nah, ini nanti teman-teman silahkan bisa memanfaatkan momen ini untuk saling bertukar informasi gitu ya kepada profesor yang sudah kami undang begitu. Nah, sekaligus untuk apa ya istilahnya, sekaligus untuk menggali ilmu seperti itu. Nah ini mumpung kami hadirkan narasumber yang luar biasa, silakan bisa dimanfaatkan waktu dengan sebaik mungkin seperti itu. Nah terutama saya juga sampaikan terima kasih kepada para panitia yang sampai detik ini ya sudah meluangkan banyak tenaga, pikiran, dan juga waktunya untuk bisa melaksanakan rangkaian kegiatan Dies Natalis hari ini. Tolong jaga kesehatan semuanya ya seperti itu, karena ini baru awal gitu, baru kita buka Dies Natalisnya itu tadi pagi gitu. Nah nanti masih ada beberapa rangkaian kegiatan lagi dan semoga bisa dilancarkan semuanya seperti itu. Mungkin itu saja dari saya. Kita fokuskan saja begitu ya untuk agenda hari ini kepada dua narasumber kita, mohon maaf, kepada tiga narasumber kita. Ya, sekali lagi semoga bisa dimanfaatkan waktunya sebaik mungkin, dan ya berikan banyak pertanyaan begitu ya kepada narasumber kita seperti itu. Mungkin itu saja dari saya. Sekali lagi terima kasih atas kehadirannya. Semoga sukses dalam mengikuti acara INVFEST dan ISF yang hari Sabtu dan Minggu besok itu dilaksanakan kegiatan finalnya seperti itu. Ya, dari saya cukup. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih Ibu Bella atas sambutannya. Kemudian kita akan mendengarkan sambutan dari Ketua Pelaksana kita, Farhan Aryo Pangestu. Kami persilahkan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang semuanya. Puji dan syukur kehadirat Tuhan Yang Maha Esa. Oleh karena rahmatnya lah kita dapat berkumpul pada acara webinar kali ini. Oke, yang saya hormati Ibu Rektor Institut Teknologi Telkom Purwokerto, Ibu Dr. Tenia Wahyuningrum, S.Com MT, Bapak Dekan Fakultas Informatika Aulia Burhanuddin SSI MKOM, kepada Ibu Kepala Program Studi Amalia Beladina Arifah, SPD MCS, lalu pada Bapak Pembina Himpunan Teknik Informatika, Bapak Dasril Aldo Eskom, MKOM, dan Bapak Andi Prademon Yunus, ST, MSc, Eng, Ph.D, selaku dosen dan juga speaker pada webinar kali ini. Lalu Profesor Lim Chi Peng dan Cho Yit Hong dari Institute of Intelligent System Research and Innovation, Deakin University, Australia, yang menjadi speaker kita hari ini. Dan seluruh panitia dan peserta yang saya hormati. Oke, saya ingin mengucapkan selamat datang dan terima kasih kepada seluruh peserta yang hadir pada webinar kali ini. Saya selaku Ketua Pelaksana dan akan mewakili dari panitia Innovation Festival X Informatics Sport Festival 8.0 mengucapkan banyak terima kasih atas partisipasi dari teman-teman semuanya ya. Semoga dengan acara hari ini kita dapat menjadi lebih baik dan lebih maju, terkhusus pada tema kali ini yaitu mengenai kecerdasan buatan atau AI ya. Oke, mungkin itu aja dari saya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, dengan dibukanya acara webinar kita pada siang hari ini dengan sambutan dari Kaprodi dan Ketua Pelaksana kita tadi, maka semakin dekat pula kita dengan acara utama kita. Namun sebelum kita masuk ke sharing session bersama para narasumber, para pembicara hebat kita, saya akan membacakan profil dari ketiga narasumber kita. Profesor Chi Ping Lem, akademisi terkemuka di bidang sistem informasi cerdas yang menjabat sebagai dosen di Institut Penelitian dan Inovasi Sistem Cerdas Universitas Deakin, Australia. Beliau meraih gelar Ph.D. pada tahun 1997 dari Universitas of Sheffield, Inggris, dan telah menjadi tokoh utama dalam penelitian model berbasis kecerdasan komputasi atau CI serta aplikasinya. Prestasi akademik Profesor Lim sangat mengesankan, dengan lebih dari 600 makalah teknis yang telah dipublikasikan, serta menjadi editor untuk 8 buku dan 15 edisi khusus undangan di jurnal. Penghargaan makalah terbaik sebanyak 10 kali di konferensi internasional, menegaskan kontribusinya yang luar biasa di bidangnya. Beliau menjalin kolaborasi erat dengan peneliti-peneliti terkemuka di tingkat internasional, didukung oleh berbagai beasiswa bergengsi, seperti Australia India Senior Visiting Fellowship oleh Australian Academy of Science, Australia Japan Emerging Research Leader Exchange Program oleh Australian Academy of Technology and Engineering, serta UK Commonwealth Fellowship di University of Cambridge. Pengalaman internasionalnya juga termasuk US Fulbright Fellowship di University of California, Berkeley, dan peran sebagai ilmuwan tamu dalam program penelitian Angkatan Laut Global di Harvard University dan Stanford University. Dengan pengalaman dan dedikasi yang luar biasa, Profesor Chi Ping Lim terus memberikan kontribusi yang berharga dalam pengembangan ilmu kecerdasan komputasi, menjadikannya salah satu pemimpin berpengaruh dalam komunitas akademis global. Selanjutnya, Choi Tiong atau Kelvin adalah seorang yang luar biasa, memiliki prestasi gemilang dalam dunia akademis, research, serta kontribusi aktifnya pada komunitas. Beliau juga merupakan seorang profesional yang sangat aktif sebagai peneliti di Institut Penelitian dan Inovasi Sistem Cerdas di Universitas Deakin, Australia. Fokus penelitiannya adalah pada pengembangan algoritma optimasi multitujuan yang canggih dan penerapannya dalam memecahkan masalah dunia nyata. Selama program Ph.D., Kelvin terlibat dalam proyek bersama dengan Rail Manufacturing Cooperative Research Center atau RMCRC, sebuah pusat penelitian kooperatif yang bekerja sama dengan industri perkeretaapian. Proyek ini memiliki tujuan mengoptimalkan jadwal pemeliharaan sarana perkeretaapian dengan kolaborasi bersama mitra industri di Melbourne dan Sydney. Dalam konteks ini, Kelvin menggunakan analisis data tingkat lanjut untuk mengekstrak informasi dari database yang kompleks. Kemudian dia mengembangkan alat pendukung keputusan berbasis evolusi untuk membantu mitra industri merumuskan jadwal pemeliharaan yang optimal untuk sarana perkeretaapian. Selain keberhasilannya di ranah akademis dan penelitian, Kelvin juga berperan aktif dalam memberikan kontribusi positif kepada masyarakat setempat. Melalui kemitraannya dengan Ultimate Victoria, dia telah memimpin sesi pelatihan frisbee di sekolah dasar dan menengah di wilayah Geelong. Ini tidak hanya memajukan olahraga di komunitas tersebut, tetapi juga memberikan pengalaman berharga kepada generasi muda. Keberhasilan Kelvin tidak terbatas pada bidang akademis dan kegiatan penelitian saja. Dia baru-baru ini meraih posisi prestisius sebagai pelatih kepala tim negara atau Tasmania U22 Victoria untuk tahun 2023. Penghargaan ini mencerminkan pengakuan atas keahlian dan kontribusinya dalam memajukan olahraga frisbee. Selain itu, prestasinya di dunia kepelatihan diperkuat dengan penerimaan beasiswa pelatihan elipsis. Beasiswa ini memberinya kesempatan untuk melanjutkan pengembangan karirnya sebagai pelatih frisbee pamungkas. Dengan demikian, Choi Tiong atau Kelvin adalah seorang profesional yang tidak hanya sukses di bidang akademis, tetapi juga aktif berkontribusi pada masyarakat dan memiliki prestasi yang mengesankan dalam olahraga frisbee. Yang terakhir, ada Andi Prademon Yunus, memiliki gelar Ph.D, gelar dari Mi University Jepang. Saat ini bekerja sebagai dosen kita semua di Institut Teknologi Telkom Purwokerto, Indonesia. Penelitiannya berfokus pada motion analysis, time series analysis, dan deep learning. Baik, sudah kita dengarkan bersama pembacaan profil dari para narasumber hebat kita. Sebelum kita masuk ke acara sharing session, yaitu acara yang paling kita tunggu-tunggu, di sini saya beserta tim ingin mengetahui lebih dalam lagi apakah peserta webinar kita hari ini sejauh mana pengetahuan kalian tentang AI. Melalui kuisis yang akan kami bagikan sebentar lagi. Bagi kalian semua diharap untuk mengisi kuisisnya karena pertanyaannya akan berkaitan dengan AI dan berkaitan dengan tema kita pada webinar siang hari ini. Para peserta webinar dipersilahkan untuk mempersiapkan kuisisnya karena sebentar lagi link akan dibagikan pada layar monitor. Siapkan HP-nya masing-masing dan buka kuisisnya ya teman-teman. Bagi peserta webinar dipersilakan untuk memasukkan kode yang tertera pada layar. Kita akan mulai sesi kuisis pada pukul 14.15, tepat 2 menit lagi. Ayo, bagi para peserta yang belum join kuisis, dipersilakan untuk join kuisisnya. Kuisis akan segera kita mulai ya, teman-teman. Baik, bagi para peserta webinar dipersilakan untuk mengisi kuisisnya masing-masing. Selamat mengerjakan. Wah, sudah lumayan banyak yang mengisi kuisisnya ya. Pada pinter-pinter soal AI ya, pada tahu jawabannya. Untuk peringkat sementara kita, peringkat 1 ada ITTP Regi F, peringkat kedua ada Zahro, dan peringkat ketiga ada Ayam. Masih kejar-kejaran ya teman-teman. Baik, ini 5 nama teratas yang berhasil mendapatkan nilai tertinggi dari kuisis kita pada siang hari ini. Yang pertama ada ITTP Regi F, yang kedua ada Ayam, yang ketiga ada Zahro, yang keempat ada Mahmuda, dan yang terakhir ada kakak squad dari Ferry Yulia Rahman. Selamat kepada 5 nama tertinggi, 5 nilai teratas dari 70 peserta yang mengisi kuisis. Baik, itu tadi sedikit pemanasan dari kami para panitia untuk para peserta webinar pada siang hari ini. Ternyata kalian semua banyak mengetahui tentang AI dari nilai-nilai yang sudah kami rekap di kuisis tadi. Baik, kita masuk ke acara yang paling kita tunggu-tunggu, acara utama kita pada siang hari ini, yaitu sharing session bersama para narasumber hebat kita. yang akan dipandu oleh Bapak Andi Prademon Yunus, ST, MSc, Ph.D, tentunya bersama dengan narasumber kita yang lain, yaitu Profesor Lim Chipeng dan Choi Tiong. Masih pada semangat kan ya teman-teman semua? Baik, kepada Bapak kami persilahkan.
Oke, terima kasih banyak kepada MC. Saya minta izin pakai bahasa Inggris ya, karena materi kita dari luar, jadi mereka butuh kita butuh menggunakan bahasa Inggris untuk melakukan materinya, menyampaikan materinya. Okay, from now on I will speak in English. For Professor Lim, are you here? Can you unmute the Prof. Lim or give him the co-host, please? I'm sorry for the technical error. All right. Hello, Prof. Lim.
Hi.
It's been a long time. Yeah. Thank you very much. You are in Malaysia right now, right?
Yes, currently I'm in Malaysia, my hometown.
All right. Okay, how are you there?
Good, good. My internet here is a little bit unstable. No, sorry if I were to, a bit of a lag or, probably drop out. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. At least you can join us right now.
Sure.
Would you like to give us the lecture, the short lecture first, or for Kelvin first?
I'll try my best. Okay, it's not a lecture. Okay, it's just a sharing. So feel free. If you have any question, then we can discuss later.
All right. Thank you very much. Then you can start your sharing session part now.
It says that host disable participant screen sharing. Maybe I need to be given that function.
All right. We'll ask screen sharing. Screen sharing ke Prof. Lim. You can make it a co-host.
Oh, okay, wait. Yep. Okay.
All right.
I'm good now. Try to share my screen. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, it's clear, Prof. Lim.
Cool. All right. Thanks. So thank you very much for the host. Now I'm really excited and honored to be here. Okay, petang ini. Okay, I'll try my best to share some of my experience. Okay, in AI, and I'll just share some of my personal view, if you like, on the opportunity and challenges. Okay, based on what I have done over the years. Right, so this is the outline of my sharing today. So I'll talk about big data. So nowadays everybody is talking about digital transformation, big data, and whatnot. So I try to give my view of what big data is all about, and then how do we move from data to decision. Then I'll just give a very high-level introduction of computational intelligence. And more importantly, I would like to share some applications of what we have done, and also some challenges, okay, based on my personal view, okay, how AI would develop into the future. Right, so big data. So what do you mean by big data? How big is big? So this is the question that always bother me. Okay, we talk about big data, and then what actually is big data? So according to the book that I show on the screen, okay, actually big data, okay, I buy the idea that big data is a field that involves three aspects. Okay, the first is of course data analysis. Okay, and then the second about big data is we need to worry about how do we process the data, because the volume is big and etc. And then we need to worry about the storage technology, and then the retrieval, what you call schemes or techniques as well. So in a nutshell, big data to me involves three aspects that we need to worry about. The first is the algorithms or the methods for data analysis. And then the second is for data processing. And then the third is basically
Recording
for
in
data
progress.
storage and deliver. Right. Oh, sorry. Yep. So the characteristics of big data, this is just 5V, which I listed here. Perhaps there are more V right now. So it involves, of course, high volume, high velocity, and then a lot of variety. You could have text, you could have images, you could have what we call videos, and etc. And then it also comes with different values and also veracity. So we need to worry about the quality or the fidelity of the data that we receive. Right, moving forward. So once we have data, so how do we actually leverage the information hidden in data so that it enables us to make so-called informed decision? So this is a pyramid, a very what do you call established pyramid published in 1986 about how do we move from data to decision. So the bottom two layer, data and information, this is where machine is very good to perform, where you can extract data, store data, process data, and then what you call elicit the important information. And then on the top is basically decision and judgment. This is where humans like us performs best. So we are very good in making judgment, and then based on our judgment, we come up with our decision. So in between structured information and insight, this is where hopefully we can design a symbiosis between machine and human so that we can leverage the advantages and disadvantages for these two entity, meaning that machines and human, more specifically AI algorithms and human wisdom, to come up with structured data and then to give us the insight so that human can, based on the insight, to make some
Recording stopped.
and decisions. Right. So the importance of intelligent data analytics is well known. This is just some ideas of the impact of data, big data in the business world. In particularly the US business intelligence software market. By technology. Between 2014 to up to 2025. We can see that basically is the steady growth. And then we are expecting it hits billions in the years to come. And if we were to look into the technology, so basically instead of focusing on the historical analysis of data, the value of data analytics or big data actually to me is about predictive analysis. So how do we make use of the current data and then we predict into the future that give us the advantage of making the so-called informed decision well in advance before a particular event or some activities happens. So for example, if I could predict stock market tomorrow, I'll probably make a lot of money by investing into it. So the question now is how accurate we make those predictions. Right. So there are various techniques. For example, the stock market that we discussed just now. There are very established, statistical methods in the field that allow us to make what I call prediction. And this, in particularly my work, I focus more on the so-called computational intelligence models. What is the difference between AI and CI, computational intelligence? James Bested in 1994 coined this particular term CI. So CI is a computational intelligence system, or algorithm, or machine, that deals with low level or numerical data, 0, 1, 20, 20.5, that kind of a thing. So given an Excel spreadsheet, for example, what we see is all numerical numbers. So how do we make make use of the number by using some pattern recognition techniques, so that we can recognize patterns, like for example clustering and class supervision, that kind of a technique to derive information from the Excel spreadsheet. That's what we want, and this is where the computational intelligence methods allows us, provide us a means to achieve our target. So I just briefly give a very high introduction of AI and what are the techniques in CI. The first is artificial neural network, or nowadays basically is deep learning. So previously it only starts, it only has probably 3 layers: the input, the output, and 1 or 2 hidden layers. But now they have thousands of hidden layers in between the input and outputs. So this is basically a model that is good in processing low-level data. And how do we, how could we retrieve patterns from data? And then the other technique which I like very much is fuzzy computing. Fuzzy, basically to me, it deals with the linguistic vagueness, and then with uncertainty in the way we express knowledge. For example, I say that I'm very hot. Now in Malaysia, I'm very hot. So what does very hot means? Like for example, I'm very cold. So there must be certain what you call definition of hot and cold, but it is not sharp in the sense that let's say 40 degree is hot, and then 39.9 degree is considered not hot. So it should be a membership function. This is where the membership function allow us to express human linguistic knowledge in the sense of hot, very cold, and etc. So it is a way of capturing human knowledge per se. And then the next, which Kelvin will probably share with us through his PhD work, is on evolutionary computing. Kelvin is pretty much focused on various types of evolutionary computing. So nowadays, evolutionary computational methods covers all sorts of things. It probably starts with the famous algorithm of GA, and then now it covers N, particle swarm, B, and etc. The idea about evolutionary computing is it mimics the way that how we imitate natural or natural beings in achieving optimization. So pretty much evolutionary computing allow us to perform stochastic search and optimization to achieve our so-called objective functions. Right, so I'll share 2 applications. How we have been using all these CI methods in medical diagnosis as the first application. So this is a collaboration with the Asian Stroke Advisory Panel, and the idea is to how can we use artificial intelligence. In this case, basically a type of fuzzy neural models for the prognosis of discharge conditions of acute stroke patients. So what we do is we collect the patient information like sex, age, whether they are alcoholic, whether they are smoker, and we also analyze their blood pressure. We also analyze their family history, and etc. So what we are trying to do is to give a prediction, a stroke patient upon discharge, whether they would have a disability upon discharge. So this is where the outcome, the model is a neural fuzzy model called fuzzy ArcMap. And you can see that we have the so-called accuracy, sensitivity, and specificity to show that how accurate the model performs. But actually more important to the practitioners, in this case, the medical officer rather than neurologists, is we extract the so-called rules to inform or to so-called derive insights that allows medical practitioners to understand the prediction or the prognosis from the machine. For example, if the age is high, if the underlying hypertension is from medium to high, So medium, high, low, all these things is basically fuzzy. So there are some fuzzy membership agreeable by the domain expert, okay, in designing the fuzzy inference engine. And then the outcome is basically a probabilistic saying that, hey, okay, this particular patient will be discharged with disability with a confidence factor of 0.8, for example. Right, so this is a small video clip to show what we have done. Okay, we put this system as a web-based medical decision support system. So what we can do is when a patient comes in, okay, we punch in, okay, as many items about the patient, okay, as possible. And then the system would, do the so-called pattern recognition and then retrieve the most similar cases, okay, from the database. And more importantly, as I explained just now, is about the rules. Okay, which rules actually triggers that allows the domain expert, in this case is medical officers, okay, they are not specialists, but they have the medical training to understand why this particular prognosis is given, okay, by the what you call machine. So rule extraction actually plays a very important part, okay, in to me decision support systems. Then the next case is instead of diagnosing humans, so we now diagnose process or systems. Okay, in this particular case, industrial systems on early maintenance and services, basically is condition monitoring of a power generation plant. So what we do is, this is a power generation plant in Penang, okay, Malaysia. So we capture different temperature and sensor readings from various points. Okay, similar like we capture patient information. Now we capture systems sensor readings. So the task is basically to provide decision support to detect or predict blockage condition. Okay, there are certain pipes in the system that acts as a cooling what you call a system. So we want to predict whether the pipe has a certain significant blockage or not. That would affect the heat transfer process of the so-called cooling water systems. Again, this is a small video clip to see how it operates. So we collect the data from various sensor and pressure points. We train the fuzzy up map again, and then if you can see that, okay, when we use the model or use a train system for prediction, it allows us to display the rules. So once during the operation time, if it triggers alarm saying that, hey, it's a warning signal. So the first thing about the how to deal with that is the maintenance engineer will go and see the inputs, and then more importantly to see the rules. So to me, rule extraction is a very important element for so-called intelligent systems. And nowadays, the term that used for rule extraction is basically explainable AI. So, it evolves from simple if-then rules to perhaps to a more complex kind of explainable AI phenomenon. Right. Last but not least, I just want to share my opinion about, we are talking about Industry 4.0 and whatnot. And how about Industry 5.0? So what will be the future like, okay, when we move from Industry 4.0 to Industry 5.0? Okay, this is basically a publication from Professor Syed Navandi. Okay, he used to be with Deakin University. So Professor Navandi postulate that, okay, basically in Industry 5.0 environment, a very important element is how human and machine can work together. So it becomes a human-centric kind of a solution. So in a way, if we reflect back to the pyramid, it's basically how we combine machine intelligence and human intelligence and make them to work seamlessly in an environment. Okay, the same thing, instead of, in addition to Industry 4.0, we have Society Industry 5.0, we also have a Society 5.0 that is basically from the Japanese government. Okay, if you could see the theme, again, the keyword, okay, human-centered, human-centric, that kind of a thing appears. So the idea is how we won't be able to run away from AI, but how do we actually make full use of AI to help us? Okay, I think that is the way we need to think about carefully. Then again, Professor Stephen Hawking from Cambridge, back in earlier time already say that, I believe there is no deep difference between what can be achieved by a biological brain and what can be achieved by the computer. So computers can, in theory, emulate human intelligence and exceed it. The question is, the rise of powerful AI will be either the best or the worst thing ever to happen to humanity. So we how the what you call the world turn out with AI into become part of our life. So to what you call take precautions. This is a hot topic in AI. We talk about ethics. So IEEE already published the so-called ethically aligned design, kind of a guideline or opinions from researchers, from practitioners. And EU, European Union, also published guidelines on ethics in AI. So what would be the context? Then how would be the implementation look like? So I believe ethics in AI is a very important element. With that, thank you very much. I hope my sharing, gives some ideas on AI, opportunity, challenges, and I'm happy to, share with anyone if any questions. If there is any questions out there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Lim. You presented or you shared really interesting and broad topic about AI, big data, and even industrial 5.0, society 5.0, which comes from actually Japanese government. Actually, for the question and answer session we have in the last. So right now we move to the second speaker, which is your beloved students. I hope. Kelvin, are you here? Hello, Kelvin? I think you still unmute. All right.
Okay, guys hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Thank you very much for today's sharing session. How are you in Australia right now, right? You are in Australia right now?
Yeah. Pretty good.
Very good. Nice. It's winter or summer?
No, it's summer, but today is
Summer.
quite cold.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the weather just keep changing every time.
Right. We also feel the same, like we have the warm wind from the Australia right now in Java, so it's pretty hot in Indonesia right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, you will talk about AI as well, so I will let you share your screen right now.
All right, thank you. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes, it's crystal clear.
Yeah. Right. So, selamat petang. Thanks Andy for like inviting me to giving like this sharing. So I'm going to share an AI-based like decision support system, which is I've done like during my PhD. So I'm currently like working as a research fellow in operation analytics at the Institute for Intelligent System Research and Innovation at Deakin. So also in Geelong, Australia. So without further ado, I'm going to start. So yeah, I'm going to talk about like what is AI again. So AI basically is a combine of like several technologies which allow the software and actual machine to actually to sense, to understand, and also to act, and also to learn like what we are doing. So basically, like for example, we have like natural language processing, like NLP, which enable the computer to actually understand and also generate like human-like text, for example, like ChatGPT, and also like enabling application like those chatbot and also like language translation services, and also which allows the machine to actually see what we are what we can see. So like for example, computer vision, and also like the Tesla car, which is like has a awesome like computer vision technology on the car. So which interpret and also analyze like those visual data from the world, and also use in like facial recognition, like for example like our phone like Face ID, and also like image classification. We can put it into the model and then determine like whether it's a cat or dog or what animal is it, and also like autonomous vehicles like Tesla, and also robotics, so which help us to actually perform those like complex tasks in like manufacturing factory or like surgery, and also like some mining exploration. So for AI, there's actually a dual nature, which we have like lots of opportunity, which is like innovation in healthcare, education and training. Like we are able to use Zoom to actually connect with like people from around the world, and also data analysis and insights, and also advancement in like autonomous system, and also enhance our like work efficiency and also increase our productivities. But also there's a lot of like challenges such as like ethical and also bias issue, like privacy concern and also security risk, which is happened recently. Like ChatGPT can actually accidentally leak some of the information from other people, and also like those people like depends on the AI a lot, and also like over reliance, and also like workforce transformation, and also lead to like job elimination. So these are those challenges that we are currently facing as well. And next, which is I'm going to talk about like some industry 4.0, because like one of my projects is actually in this kind of like industry. So smart factory and also like intelligent manufacturing system and also like transportation system are actually the key driver of the industry 4.0. Whereas like many research study actually looking to actually enhancing like various aspects of the manufacturing and also maintenance process. So for example, in my case, it's actually like those predictive maintenance and also like planning and scheduling. So which could help us to actually reduce some of the machine downtime and also like extend some of the equipment life, and also improve the efficiency and also reduce like maybe maintenance costs or production costs. And also the AI can actually help us to actually improve like the decision making process. So yeah, so I'm going to present like my case study during my PhD, so which is a rail maintenance system or rail maintenance scheduling system. So because of the rapid development of the railway system in Australia, so they actually push for more train services to actually accommodate like the demand for more like train services to actually help people to get from where they want to go. And also like the reliability, safety, and also punctuality become like essential aspect. So that's why they need to like improve their maintenance activity to actually try to reduce those delay and also disruption, which also lead to like cost saving, like such as avoiding those like penalty from the train operator, or also reduce like maintenance costs. So that's why I'm going to present like what is a decision support system. So a decision support system can actually help them to generate like an optimum maintenance schedule. So to actually fulfill like various constraints and also business through satisfy some of the multiple objectives, such as like minimizing the make span, which is also like the work duration, also minimizing the tardiness, which is also reduce like those delay or like to actually meet the task due date, and also maximizing like kind of the maintenance road like utilization. And so all this actually to try to ensure the cost effectiveness and also try to reduce the downtime cost, and also better prepare for like effective business operation during like uncertainty. So now these are actually the rail maintenance strategies that's actually quite common in like rail maintenance. So for example, like preemptive maintenance, which is like a cyclic and also to improve the overall reliability of the train. And also you have like corrective maintenance to actually which is uncertain and also needed when the fault are identified. And also lastly, you have like condition-based maintenance, which is some of the preventive maintenance is performed like on a needed basis, and also predictive maintenance for like estimation for the remaining useful life. So these are the common maintenance strategy for train. And also this is also the business rule that we need to like factor in during when building the decision support system. So next is actually the scheduling problem for my PhD. So we have like 2 types of train and then like 3 types of like maintenance tasks, which I have mentioned before. And also the decision support system, we actually have to consider some multiple constraints, which is like some dedicated like maintenance road for like certain maintenance tasks. For example, like one of the road need to reserve for like preventive maintenance, and also like maybe 2 or 3 has to reserve for like corrective maintenance. So this is how they actually do the scheduling system. And also like specific like train in and out per day. For example, like today we can only like handle four trains, and then tomorrow we can only handle like 5 trains for like what kind of maintenance. And also we have to factor in about the crews or labor availabilities. So, and lastly, we have to like satisfy like some of the objective, like minimizing the maintenance time, and also reducing the what's called to prevent like to actually try to meet the task due date, which is like minimizing the tardiness, and also try to maximize some of the maintenance facility utilization. So next is what kind of like decision support system that we could have in the system. So the first one would be like predictive analytics. So we actually can utilize the historical data to actually predicting like the future outcome, or predicting like the remaining useful life of some of the equipment on the train. We also can use like prescriptive analytics, which integrates like predictive analytics and also the forecasted outcome for like optimal decision making. We also use like optimization, which is my fields of expertise. So machine creation of an optimal maintenance schedule. And also we can use like so-called simulation or what if scenario to actually evaluate like different scenarios, and also like predict the effect of the optimum maintenance schedules. So like CP mentioned that optimization is my field of expertise. So meta-heuristic algorithm is one of the optimization technique which are derived from the nature, and also like the meta-heuristic algorithm is more flexible. And the common or the most famous example is actually like genetic algorithm, which is fall under like evolutionary category. And the one that I'm using is actually swarm intelligence, so which is one of the 4 general category which is listed below, like evolutionary, human-based, physical-based, and also swarm intelligence. So this is the algorithm that I've been used in my PhD studies. So which is a nature-inspired like swarm-based meta-heuristic algorithm proposed by Haydari. And it has a better performance and also faster convergence than other like those like evolutionary algorithm. But it actually has some problem in this algorithm, which can be like greatly affected by the model parameters, and also like weak transition between exploration and exploitation, and also easily fall into like some of the low co-optimal of the problem. And I'm not going to talk more about this because this will be way away the time. So I'm going to go through this. And lastly is actually human-centric design, and why human-centric design is very important when building the decision support system, because you want to ensure the user acceptance, because they are going to deal with the AI and they don't really know what is AI and how can the AI system actually help them to improve their work. So you need to ensure the user acceptance, and also allow the human or the operator or the user to actually address the needs of the businesses. And also one of the common term is called like human in the loop mechanism. And also we need to like try to exploit the implicit knowledge from the subject matter expert, because they are the main user of the decision support system. And also the system has to be adjustable accordingly to actually to the feedback and also opinion for the subject matter expert. and also the system has to actually provide like specific decision support for the user. So in summary, I've like talked about like the AI has a wide range capabilities that are continually expanding as the technology advances, and also some of the key things that AI can do include like they are exceptional at processing and analyzing like a large volume of data, like what CB said just now is like big data, and also it can allows us to they can actually do like NLP, which is like natural language processing, and then computer vision, robotics, and also automation, and then we can do like optimization and also personalization, like human centric, so which optimize the process and also system to improve like efficiencies, and also which is like personalization, which is flexible and also adjustable to meet like complex business rules, and so lastly, which provide the users with like personalized like and also efficient solution for implementation. So I think that's all from me. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for the sharing about AI. You also share about the rail transportation system. So this is also very interesting. Your PhD project, right? I hope you still have a spirit to continue your PhD until you're finished. So right now we will go to the question and answering session. So can you please bring the Prof. Lim to spotlight? All right, thank you very much for staying with us, Prof. Lim. If
my pleasure.
Anyone, thank you very much for your patience waiting for Kelvin to present around 20 minutes. If anyone wants to have a question, you can raise your hand and the organizer will unmute your mic. Please, anyone, if any participant want to ask, I will speak in bahasa Indonesia. Jika ada yang mau bertanya dalam bahasa Indonesia, diperbolehkan, nanti dari saya yang akan interpretasi ke pemateri kita.
Saya mungkin boleh paham juga.
Ya.
Saya pun paham juga.
Prof. Lim dan Kelvin berasal dari Malaysia, jadi bahasa Melayu oke, bahasa Indonesia sedikit-sedikit paham. If anyone want to ask, you can raise your hand. Then, if not, then I have actually several or a lot of questions. Let me ask one first. Prof. Lim, you just say that we have a conditional statement like if like this, then like this. If like this, then like this. Then could we build AI with the conditional statement like if, like tons of if? Can we build the AI with that conditional statement?
Well, I guess that is probably the old technology. Okay, I think there are more canggih kind of techniques right now. For example, relational database, retrieval, and then different types of knowledge representation, graph, knowledge graph, and etc. So if then rules is a basic representation, especially during the early time in expert system, etc. But by all means, to me, it's a very straightforward and simple to use kind of a thing, especially in terms of user interface. Okay, if you were to present a graph and whatnot, tree structure, that might be a bit overwhelming, especially for those who are not familiar with computing or what you call digital technology. So I believe if then rule is a good starting point. And there are various types of knowledge representation technique that could be used. Okay, the most important thing to me is how do we discuss with the domain user, because whatever we develop, Okay, we'll present it to the domain user, and then the domain user should be familiar with the way they see the so-called knowledge to them. So that is my opinion. Thank you.
Right. It's also not dynamic, right? Like if we have another kind of data, then it could not process something like that, right?
Yep.
So it's a very static program. So we have one raised hand here. You can talk directly. All right.
Oke, suaranya sudah terdengar Mas Demon?
Ya, sudah.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Prof. Lim and Mr. Kelvin. Yeah, my name is Beladina as a representative from our study program, Informatics Engineering. Yeah, like that. Before I want to thank you. Yeah, I want to thank many thank you. Yeah, yeah, for making your time in your tight schedule. Yeah, like that. And I want to ask to both of you, Prof. Lim and Mr. Galvin, it's about an ethical data. Yeah. May I ask, have you encountered any ethical dilemma while working with data, and how did you approach them? Yeah, something like that. Okay. Yes, that's my first question. Yes, but yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
we can
that's okay.
start with question one by one. Kalau tak,
Okay, one by one.
orang
Okay,
first
okay.
akan lupa, is it?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, baik.
Okay, to me, this is a very good question. Okay, ethical issue is always there. Okay, especially when we, consider or design AI applications. Okay, in the medical field, okay, in particular, okay, privacy of patient is very important. Okay, and if we were to, disclose too much of patient information, okay, that will probably, lead to a certain issues in terms of privacy protection. Then again, okay, if we were to take out a lot of information, that would create the so-called information loss. Okay, when we try to train AI system, so we need to balance, okay, between ethical issues and how do we minimize the loss of information if we were to, take out a lot of data from our database. Okay, one way which just my personal kind of experience is, okay, we design this thing actually with medical experts, so they actually can see, okay, patient information because they are bound with all these what we call patient data every day. So our decision support is basically dedicated to medical practitioners. So in a way, okay, in terms of privacy protection, we still have to do it, but from the domain user perspective, okay, they know how to deal with that. So that gives us more freedom. Okay, if you like to use more data to design our system, and then our system is dedicated for them, and then they are basically confined to their work practice. So this is how we ensure privacy of patient as well as minimizing loss of information when we deal with the decision support system, especially in the medical field. You're on mute, I guess.
Yeah, I think you are unmute. Okay.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Prof. Lim. So from your experience in medical data ya, untuk yang masalah etikal seperti itu. Ya mohon maaf, kalimat saya jadi campur-campur ya. Ya.
Boleh paham sedikit.
Yes, thank you, Prof. Lim, for your answer.
Thank you.
All right. You don't have any more question, Miss Bella? Actually, she is my department head, Prof. Lim and Kelvin. So yeah, she must have a lot of questions. We have another raised hand in here. You can, yeah.
Okay, hello. My name is Muhammad Rafli Al-Fariski. I'm from Institut Teknologi Telkom Properto. And my question is, when was artificial intelligence created and what was it first used for and who was it created.
Putus-putus lah, tak berapa dengar.
Ya, putus-putus sedikit ya. Boleh diulangi mungkin?
Okay, my question is when was artificial intelligence is created and what was it first used for and who was it created?
All right. Maybe I can hear a bit.
Yep. If you
Like,
could help rephrase the
yes,
question.
yes. When is the actually AI started created, and what kind of problems it is used it for, and who use it for, something like that. Maybe? Who?
When
Sorry?
was AI
How was
started?
it created? How to create? Tools.
Oh, how to create?
Yes.
How to create the AI?
How to create AI models.
Right. Maybe something like that.
Right. So maybe I'll just share my opinion again. Okay, AI to me is the way that we try to imitate human intelligence. Okay, it could be from a program. Okay, with it started probably earlier on with expert system. It tried to capture human knowledge and then put it into so-called inference engine, and then provide a clever way of rule training and inference to extract the relevant answers based on certain questions from the users. Okay, creating AI models to me is very much problem dependent. Okay, like what I shared just now, we have techniques like neural network or deep learning models. We have fuzzy models. We have evolutionary computing or swarm intelligent models. So it depends on the problem that we like to solve. For example, if Kelvin is solving some optimization models, okay, maybe we can start looking into evolutionary swarm intelligence, that kind of approach. And if we are solving some sort of numerical, what you call clustering, supervision, okay, classification, regression, that kind of a problem, maybe we can look into deep learning models and etc. But my personal suggestion is don't just jump into solving problems with AI. Okay, there are various type of techniques and models, methods already in the literature. Okay, before AI, people still solve optimization problem. People still solve what you call regression problems. So we probably need to understand the so-called traditional or conventional way of problem solving and see whether that could help solve our problem. And then we can bring in AI to see whether that bring in any dimension of advantages or disadvantages, that kind of a thing. So to me, is don't straight away jump into AI. Nowadays, everybody is talking about AI. I always use the example, Char Kway Teow uncle also try to use AI as well. So, this is a thing that we try to avoid. Okay, we don't want to try to so-called make AI as a tool that is too what you call superior. Okay, basically to me AI is a tool. So if you want to solve a problem, okay, I'm an engineer by training. So basically my focus is on real world problem solving. So if you want to solve a problem, okay, we try to see what are the traditional way. We do our literature review. Okay, what are the existing technique that can be used to solve the problem, and then with the knowledge of AI, how we can complement the what do you call the tool, the solution, probably with the AI techniques, and then by leveraging on the learning, for example, capability, so that it can generalize to a wider scope of a problem. So maybe Kelvin, you could share your your experience and expertise in evolutionary models for your.
Yeah. So I was maybe I can share background. So I was doing like I was civil engineering, bachelor's of civil engineering, and then when Professor Lim asked me to actually do PhD, and I'm like, oh, okay. So what is like applying AI in transportation system? So I think that's how I get into my PhD and then actually study AI. So I think AI is a very broad field that it has many kind of different model, and then optimization is quite an interesting topic because it actually use like algorithm to actually do like optimizing like to get like optimized solution. So yes, and then that time I have to think like what is single objective and then what is multi-objective, and then what are the available like optimization algorithm that I can use to actually try to provide solution for the maintenance scheduling. So yeah, is that answer the question?
I think I also can give a simple answer. Like when is the AI actually start built? Like I think the algorithm started from around 1950, something like that. But we can implement it around 2000s. So because we have the computation power at this time, so that's why we can only do it right now, not in the 1990s era. And I think before building the AI model, it's also important to analyze the problems, like what kind of problems we want to solve with the AI. Because if we know AI, but we don't know the problem, like what is the point of building the AI model, like something like that. If Prof. Lim and Kelvin also, I think they also have the same thought, right, Prof. Lim? Yeah. Yeah. I hope that. Yeah. You have another thing to say, Prof. Lim?
I totally agree. Okay, I echo the what do you call the statement that we need to be what do you call vigilance of why we use AI. Okay, we need to understand the problem first. Okay, before we jump into the so-called AI as the solution.
Right, right. Because we want to use AI as the solution, not the problem, right? Right. I hope that answer your question. You have another thing to say, Muhammad Rafli?
Okay, and I have a question. What most method you see in this year? What method is most using to creating artificial intelligence?
Right, like what method?
Yeah, what in this year? What method is most using?
I think it's about the trend. Maybe like what kind of algorithm or method that we better to use in this year, like 2023. Like what is the trend?
I mean, deep learning, basically, okay, everybody is talking about deep learning and whatnot. Okay, again, okay, the trend is always moving forward. Okay, now generative AI, okay, is ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT almost every day. Okay, and then explainable AI is something to me that we need to be encouraged. Okay, especially in my area of work in terms of decision support, how explainable AI could be integrated into deep learning models. Currently, they are, but not really in a mature kind of implementation or setting. So I believe in the decision support area where I'm more familiar, I would hope to see the development of explainable AI, how explainable AI could be incorporated into deep learning models and etc. to provide so-called the true intelligent decision support systems.
Right. I think it's all about the trend, right, Professor Lim? I think Kelvin also do the same kind of thing, like trying to optimize the decision support of the railway system, which using the optimization. Actually, the optimization could be used previously, but still now it is relevant algorithm to use even in the current even in the current year.
Yeah, I think like optimization can be applied to many things. Like for example, like I'm pretty sure that a neural network that you actually need to like optimize some of the parameter in there, and you also can use like optimization algorithm to do like hyperparameter tuning. I think that's something. Yeah, I think optimization basically can do many things because you need to have a optimum like model to actually to solve your problem. So yeah, optimal solution to solve a problem. Yeah.
Right. Actually, that's actually our collaborative research these days.
Yeah.
Me and Kelvin doing something when we also use Kelvin's optimization parameter fine tuning. I hope that answer your question, or if you want to respond another question or what? Is it enough for Muhammad Rafli?
Yes, thank you for the answer.
Right. Actually, there is a question in the chat column. I always want to call you sensei because I used to call sensei in Japanese.
Content computing.
Yes. Hello, my name is Naufal Sakif Arkan. I'm from Institute Teknologi Telkom Purwokerto. Actually, that's my campus right now. I have a question for both Prof. Lim and Mr. Kelvin. Is quantum computing related to AI? If so, what are your thoughts and what is the future prospect of it? You can directly.
To me, quantum computing is another emerging and disruptive technology. Okay, you probably would bring a disruption in the way that information or digitization is coming. How what you call digital technology will be coming into our work. Okay, in terms of AI, okay, or the relationship between of quantum computing and AI, currently we have some work on actually quantum machine learning. So we are trying to see whether machine learning kind of a technique could be incorporated or could take the advantage of quantum computing, and if we could successfully design and develop some sort of quantum machine learning models. Okay, I believe the future of revolutionizing the field is out there. That's my opinion.
You have thought, Kelvin?
I only seen like I think when I was reading some of the paper, like people actually employing like quantum computing concept into like optimization algorithm. So I think that's quite interesting, but I never read like in details. But yeah, that's my that's my exposure on like quantum computing, especially in like optimization algorithm.
Right. I also try to understand how quantum computing works, but it seems very difficult. I think I need to learn quite a bit for this quantum computing in machine learning. Probably that 1 year or 2 years later, we can implement machine learning, or I hope that we can implement in quantum computing.
Yep.
If probably no, maybe because the process is still going on, the development is still going on, so we still need to wait about the quantum computing development.
Maybe we can try that in our new model.
Yep, sorry, Kelvin, please go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was saying that maybe you can try collaborate and build a model using quantum computing.
Yep. To me, it definitely is emerging and I would say disruptive technology.
Disruptive technology.
Yeah.
Why it's disruptive, Professor?
Okay, basically, you probably change the way computing works. So basically, the whole what you call revolutionize the technology, just like a mobile phone. Okay, I used to have a Nokia mobile phone, last time, but then when Apple come up with touch screen, basically it disrupts all the what you call mobile phone technology. So that is a kind of a disruptive technology.
Right. I feel so. I feel like in the way like 5-10 years later, we will use the quantum computer for all of our computation needs. I hope that answer your question. There is another question, Professor, in the Professor Calvin, in this chat group, in the chat column. Hello, my name is Francius Ardalent. Actually, he's my student. I'm from Institute Teknologi Telkom Purwokerto. I have a question for both Prof. Lim and Mr. Calvin. What obstacles do many find when implementing AI in various sectors, especially in Australia?
Yep. I'll probably say that is a generic problem, not just in Australia. Okay, basically it's data.
Yeah.
Okay, if we are to talk about CI, okay, like the definition already say very clearly, we need data. So data is always an issue, especially quality data, and especially when we talk about big data. So big data basically to me is rubbish data all comes in. So we need to basically, pick and match, okay, which one is good, how to store it, how to retrieve it, how to filter it. So this is one of the key challenges. Okay, basically my experience in designing all these so-called database data, what you call driven learning technique is most of the time, I would say probably at least 40% to 50% of my time is basically to understand, to collect and understand and cleanse data before we go into the algorithm development. So one of the what you call trends right now is people always straight away jump into deep learning and then collect a set of data and then try on the data jalan and say, oh, AI is lousy, because you need to basically understand the data, get the correct data, clean your data, then only all these techniques can work for you. So rubbish in, rubbish out is always the universal rules to me in all these so-called intelligent system or intelligent data-driven system.
You have a thought, Kelvin? That's Prof's thoughts, yeah.
I think it's the privacy issues in the data because I think we have been dealing with a lot of like privacy issues like when we try to obtain those data, and also what issue is it? Yeah, I think mainly it's like privacy issue, and also like data availability.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
It's always about the data. Like previously, I also wants to work in AI, but there is no data, so there is no work.
Yeah.
So if there is a data, there is a work. If there is no data, there is no work. This is always the problem for all of the intelligent system problems case. Yes. So if you have another question from other people, I have another question. So we talk like this. It's actually like a podcast, like question answer things. In your slide, Prof. Lim, you showed that the pyramid of data to decision making. So that pyramid is actually from 1989. It's
86.
really 86. Yeah, 86. So it's actually quite old figure. However, is it still relevant till today?
I think it's relevant. Okay, basically, like I say, okay, a lot of all these so-called principles is already exist. Like, for example, deep learning, okay, basically started in neural network. Okay, at that time, as you pointed out, the computing technology does not allow us to process data fast enough. Okay, to give us the answer that we need. Okay, I just to share my experience. Okay, when I started with neural network with backpropagation, I just try tiga layer. Okay, input, output dengan hidden, and then I try with a data set of probably just a few thousand, and then it took me about 2-3 days to train the model, and then lepas training the model, we test on the data. Oh yeah, tak jalan, tak bagus. Then we wasted 3 days. Nowadays, it's very fast. Okay, because of the computing technology, grid, and etc. Okay, we can go up to thousands of layers. So in a way, okay, this is sort of enabling technology for data to for AI technique to move forward. So data to decision, okay, the methodology is always there. It's just that at that time to realize it, mungkin tak dapat because technology tak support. So now, okay, technology becomes available, becomes what you call efficient and effective. So we can revisit that what you call a pyramid to see how best we can make use of the wisdom hidden behind that pyramid. That's
So
my
actually that pyramid made before to be actually implemented today. Oh, that's actually quite cool. We can implement a method in 40 years. If you guys participant have another questions, you can actually ask in Bahasa Indonesia. Our speaker also they can understand Bahasa Indonesia, of course. You can raise your hands and we will let you talk directly. And another question, actually, our topic is about the dilemma of AI existence. So mostly it's about policy. And actually, I have a question whether how to react the challenge in the AI, because previously we have Kelvin and Prof. Lim also saying about the challenge in AI, that we need also to how to react with these challenges. Sometimes I think like AI will displace the human works, including maybe including the intelligence necessity of the problems. So how to react with this?
maybe Kelvin, you like to go first?
Yeah, Kelvin, you have thoughts?
Wait, what's the question again? Sorry.
How to react with the challenge in AI? Because sometimes like right now, even right now, ChatGPT, I sometimes give a lecture in the class, and then my students just find the solution in the ChatGPT. I tried my best not for them to use the ChatGPT. So this is a challenge as well.
Yeah. I don't really know how to answer this yet. Can't really think of,
I will share my
yeah, maybe you go first.
Yep. To me, okay, we like it or not, okay, we won't be able to run away with technology. Digital technology is part of our world. So sekarang kalau saya tak ada mobile phone, saya macam putus tangan, putus kaki, tak ada internet access, it's very uncomfortable. Okay, even one day I never check my email, something is missing. So it's just that how we prepare ourselves, how we understand the technology, that's more important. So how do we actually adapt to the technology and make full use of it? For example, ChatGPT, to me, okay, it's a good technology. It helps us a lot, but then jangan buta-buta, cut and paste, that kind of a thing. You need to understand, okay, how to pose question to ChatGPT, how to evaluate the response to ChatGPT, and then extract whatever is what you call suitable, okay, according to your knowledge. If you are not certain, then how to verify it, okay, the knowledge given by ChatGPT. So in a way, it provides information very, very fast. You tak payah pergi library, cari buku, baca 2-3 hari, baru dapat answer. But then again, you don't trust 100% of the answer given by ChatGPT. So we need to evaluate. So this is where we need to train ourselves to be familiarized with the technology, then how to use it. Okay, I think that is important. Okay, we are living in a different world. So my era and Kelvin's era, okay, will be different. Kelvin, live with the mobile phone, but okay, I started using mobile phone probably, after obtaining my Ph.D. Okay, so it's very different era. So in a way, okay, we still have to adapt and then make ourselves so-called prepared to accept and embrace that technology in a seamless way. Okay, that's what we call human-centric kind of a society. If we were to move forward from Industry 4.0 to 5.0, as well as Society 5.0. So understanding technology and how to make full use of it within our control, to me, is the key. Thank you.
Right, I totally agree. We need to prepare. Like, yeah, Kelvin, you have thoughts? You have something to say?
Yeah, I think like what Professor CP say, using the tool is like to actually can speed up like most of the process. But I think for us, I think the creativity is still the thing that we actually hold within ourselves, that we can use our creativity, and then we ask ChatGPT, for example, ask ChatGPT like, okay, I'm going to do this, and this, like, what are you can quickly get the knowledge from like other domain and then also apply back to your own domain. I think creativity is something that always be something that we actually is very useful, I think. I don't know what's the word, but yeah, I think creativity is our main point, or like main advantage, I would say.
Right, as human, we have creativity.
Yeah.
But we also learn the creativity through the days, right? Through times we learn how to creatively think, something like that.
Yeah.
But do you know that there is also a stable diffusion model that we say like, I want a image, I want a video from when the astronaut riding a horse in the moon, something like that. That's also the creativity, how the computer or deep learning or AI model visualize the image through the text that we input. But still, the creativity, the prompt is from the human. We ask them to do that, but yeah, they only give the answer by visualizing these images. I think that's a really helpful tools. While ChatGPT also really helpful tools. It helps me a lot. Not only for the student. All right. Anyone have questions? You can directly raise your hand, or yeah, we can talk about AI all the days, but we have the limited time today. So if you have question right now, all right. One question from my department head again, Amalia Belanida, dipersilahkan, sila tanya.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, maybe this is my last question ya, karena sebelumnya kan the first question yang like that. Prof. Lim and Mr. Kelvin, maybe in your opinion, what are the most important skills or abilities that must be prepared for our future graduates to become a successful data analyst? Because yeah, our graduates mostly will be working with data, yeah, something like that. And yeah, maybe for the last time, I want to thank you for making time in this webinar, yeah, for Prof. Lim and Mr. Kelvin, yeah, like that. Thank you very much.
All right, I repeat the question. What is the most important thing for our undergraduate soon alumni, right? Soon alumni, and they will work a lot with the data. So what is the most important thing for them to learn, to study?
Yep, I think this is a very important question, especially for graduates in computer science or data science or AI. To me, okay, we need to understand, okay, the theory or the principle behind AI before we can fully leverage or exploit the advantage of AI or CI models. I think we need to prepare our graduates, okay, to understand, okay, for example, kalau dia nak solve optimization problem, So what are the techniques, okay, or the principles behind, and then how to embed those techniques in evolutionary or whatever, and then use that, okay, to solve their problem. For example, if they want to solve some pattern recognition problems, imaging, video, so is it deep learning, or which what you call techniques, or which model of deep learning is the best? So they have to have that kind of so-called knowledge about the different types of tools, so that they can pick the best tool and then perhaps modify it, adapt it to solve their problem. So we need to, in a nutshell, okay, macam kita have a lot of so-called toolbox like MATLAB. So yang mana kita kena pick the best kind of toolbox to solve the particular problems that we have in hand. So they need to be prepared to have that knowledge of utilizing the tools out there in the market, out there, okay, in the literature. They don't have to probably understand how to derive backpropagation equation anymore. But then again, they need to know, okay, what backpropagation is good at, okay, whether you are stuck in local minimum or not, that kind of a technique when they, let's say, use deep learning or use a gradient descent in solving their problems. So to me, the graduate needs to have that kind of a knowledge in order to make full use of the technology of AI and machine learning. Thank you.
Right. They need to know the tools, the algorithm, and how to analyze the data. That's very important to all of us that works with the computer science or even data science. Kelvin, you have a thoughts?
I think for me mainly is try to understand what is the problem that the person is going to solve, because like my first year of PhD, I don't really understand what's the problem, and then I have to like find my own research problem, and then I also try to like get the business rules and those kind of things. So I think that's the first step, that you need to like understand what is the problem that you are going to solve. And then the next thing is like, okay, you know what is the problem, then you're going to pick your tools. Once you pick your tools, then the next problem is, when the tools couldn't solve your problem, how are you going to identify where is the problem and what's the solution to actually like modify your tools? I think that's another question. So like for example, like my problem is the rail maintenance scheduling. So, and then my solution is optimization algorithm. So I already picked an optimization algorithm, but it couldn't solve the problem. So how I'm going to like deal with this problem? Like, do I change it to other optimization algorithm, or maybe I use like other model, like maybe neural network, or maybe like machine learning, or maybe I can use like simulation. So I think know how to change the tool or modify the tool also quite important. Yeah.
Yeah, like how to adapt, right? Like the adaptation is one of the most important thing after we graduate. That's also happened to me after master. I go to PhD and I still don't know what to do. So this is very important, because we need to adapt really fast. I think that's also happening every PhD student. I don't know Prof. Lips when he is doing PhD. Yeah. I hope that answer your question. And actually, I have another question from that question. And you know, like there are thousands of algorithms and methods out there. And how can we learn all of that? Like, how can we learn efficiently, effectively, all of this method? Like, should we learn all of that? There are too many. Yeah, can you please?
Itulah ChatGPT. That's where we can use ChatGPT. So wisely, we don't have to learn that, but we need to know how to use tools like ChatGPT to give us the right model, and then narrow it down to the solution, and then evaluate whether that's what we need. So rather than to learn thousands and thousands of algorithms, that is impossible. Inilah the advantage of ChatGPT.
Right. I also sometimes use ChatGPT to ask what kind of algorithm is this. Like previously, I don't know wall optimizer algorithm that
Used by Chai.
Kelvin used to, yeah, and Harris Hawk
Used by Chai.
algorithm. I also don't know what is that. So yeah.
Ada sekarang ada banyak, ada N lah, ada B lah, ada kuku lah, ada wolf
Penguin.
lah, banyak. So memang kita tak tahu. This is where we need to rely on ChatGPT to give us the so-called narrowing down our options and then pick the best.
Yeah, last time I saw Komodo as well. So yeah, there's a Komodo melipir algorithm that's actually from Indonesia, from professor in Indonesia. You have another question, Miss Beladina? All right, thank you very much for the discussion. And if anyone wants to ask, you can ask right now. Or yeah, we have around 5 minutes to go. If no one asks, actually I have really a lot of questions, but I cannot ask like this time too much. Actually, this is my last question, and if anyone wants to ask, that will be another last question. So when we don't have the data, like to improve something, can we just use the dummy data to build an AI model?
I guess this is where Kelvin's work comes in, modeling and simulation. Okay, we probably will be very difficult sometimes and very expensive for us to collect real data. Okay, this is where the so-called digital twins technology comes in now. So we need to understand the problem and then do the modeling and then do the simulation. Okay, if possible, generate the data. And then from there, we can start building the so-called baseline models. And then when we collect more and more data, we can refine the baseline model. So I believe Kelvin's work will probably be relevant in answering your question. Maybe Kelvin, you would like to share some of your experience in this?
Oh, yeah. Last time, like because of COVID, so we couldn't get like most of the data, and then I kind of like get like what are the kind of range. So because you can plot like standard deviation and then those kind of thing, like you can, so you get your kind of maximum amount, minimum amount, and then you kind of like, and then you do the normal distribution and those kind of thing. So and then you put into like or either simulation or like something else to actually like a dummy to create your own dummy data, and then you put into the model and then try to see performance. Yeah.
Right. Right. There are many things to learn in here. There are many methods. That's why don't afraid of the AI. Right now we can also learn how to build AI, how to get along with AI, because these days, later on, maybe 5-10 years later, we will live with coexistence with the AI. So I hope all of people in here can study how to get along with the robots, with the AI things. And I hope this conclude our sharing session in this afternoon and evening in Kelvin's time. I hope that everyone could learn many things from this sharing session. And thank you very much for Professor Lim, and thank you very much for Kelvin for joining us today, giving us a lot of information, a lot of things to learn. And we still have things to do. We still have things to learn, many things about AI. And this concludes all of our sharing session. I hope everyone could learn a lot of things in here. I give this if you have another last closing statement, Professor Lim and Kelvin. I hope.
I just want to thank the organizer for giving us this very invaluable opportunity to share some of our so-called experience. Okay, by we are basically learning together. By no means I'm the so-called expert in this area and all these things. Now the technology is moving so fast. I'm still catching up my knowledge with deep learning, to be frank. So I think we need to learn together. I think that is my what you call sharing, so that we can all move together in the so-called digital world. Thank you.
Thank you. Kelvin, you have something to say?
Yeah. Thank you, Andy, and also the organizer to actually inviting us to give like a sharing. So yeah, thanks for giving us like a platform to actually share our maybe like knowledge or our experience in kind of like using AI and also developing those tools to actually solve the real world problem. So yeah, I think that's all from me. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Actually, we expected 300 people coming to the Zoom meeting, but maybe most of them going to the live YouTube. So thank you very much for the organizer. Thank you very much for Prof. Lim and Kelvin. I will give this session back to the MC. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wah, luar biasa sekali ya pemaparan dari Bapak Andi Prademon Yunus, ST, MSc, ING, Ph.D, Profesor Lim Cipeng dan Choi Tiong terkait tema webinar kita hari ini, yaitu membuka portal dilema keberadaan AI, berlomba dengan ancaman, menari dengan peluang untuk generasi milenial seperti kita saat ini. Nah, teman-teman semua, dengan berakhirnya sharing session dari para narasumber kita tadi, tidak terasa kita sudah berada di penghujung acara kita hari ini. Sebentar lagi akan ada muncul presensi bagi peserta webinar dan diharapkan kalian mengisi presensi tersebut karena itu digunakan untuk mengklaim sertifikat. Jadi sertifikatnya hanya dibuatkan untuk peserta yang mengisi Google Form pada siang hari ini. Ditunggu untuk Google Form-nya ya teman-teman. Baik, untuk Google Form-nya sudah dikirim ke grup webinar, silahkan dicek. Mohon maaf, untuk Google Form-nya sudah dikirim di kolom komentar, silahkan diisi teman-teman semua. Kita beri waktu 5 menit untuk mengisi Google Form-nya. Baik, sambil menunggu 5 menit waktunya, mungkin di sini teman-teman bagaimana tadi sudah terjawab pertanyaan kalian tentang AI. Betapa hebatnya ya narasumber-narasumber kita datangkan langsung, kita hadirkan langsung dari Australia, dari Jepang. Pengetahuan mereka juga luar biasa tentang AI, prestasi mereka juga luar biasa. Dan kalian yang hadir di webinar siang hari ini sangat beruntung karena bisa mendapatkan materi langsung dari narasumber-narasumber hebat kita. Oke, silahkan diisi presensinya teman-teman semua. peserta webinar yang belum mengisi Google Form, buku form untuk absen. Belajar banyak tentang AI dari narasumber hebat kita yang sudah memaparkan materi dengan sangat baik. Semoga ilmunya dapat bermanfaat dan dapat kalian praktekkan ya teman-teman semua. Selanjutnya kita ada sesi foto bersama. Jadi saya mohon untuk teman-teman semua mengaktifkan kameranya untuk kita foto bersama. Oke, beberapa detik ya teman-teman untuk mengaktifkan kameranya. Ayo, untuk teman-teman yang belum mengaktifkan kameranya, dimohon untuk segera mengaktifkan kamera. Baik, untuk slide 1, 1, 2, 3. Slide 2, 1, 2, 3. Slide 3, 1, 2, 3. Oke, terima kasih teman-teman semua. Saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada narasumber kita yang luar biasa atas pemaparan materinya hari ini. Terima kasih juga kepada seluruh peserta yang hadir hari ini. Dan semangat bagi peserta ISF dan finalis INVFEST yang besok akan bertanding. Semoga kalian mendapatkan hasil yang terbaik. Boleh kita beri tepuk tangan untuk apresiasi kita bersama hari ini. Keren sekali. Semoga kita sebagai Gen Z bisa mengikuti perkembangan dan tidak tertinggal oleh AI. Kecikini naik Ferrari, jalannya ngebut cepat sekali. Saya Kaila selaku MC, mohon pamit undur diri. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.